When I was given this assignment, I instantaneously got a stomach ache. The look of dread crossed my face, as I've never been terribly confident in my abilities to speak in public. And I thought that when I did this class 20 years ago, I wouldn't have to revisit it again. But here I stand, so this topic is perfect for me. Being naked or imagining people naked in the daytime makes things more complicated than less, which is why we invented clothes. By a show of hands, let's be honest, how many times have we heard the awful advice, just picture the audience naked? There's a certain horror that is attached to this notion, that there are people in the audience that we don't want to picture in this way as we address them. We don't want to think of these people naked, because who wants that vision burned into your mind? Now picture this with me, standing in front of an audience full of physicists and mathematicians, discussing with them the latest developments in quantum physics and picturing them naked. Awkward. Yet people continue to give this advice. Winston Churchill was one of the first to give this advice. But Churchill was known to down a fifth of brandy daily, so I don't think that he was a reputable source of information. Because honestly, who is going to down a fifth of anything in order to be able to get through a speech? Let's be real. Is that genuinely good advice? How many of you think that that is a good idea? Just as I thought, none of you. So you ask, why am I talking to you about this when I'm a person who hates speaking in public? So much so that I make my sister do it for me. Well, I'm here to tell you that if I can do it, you can do it. I will share with you 3 things that I found helpful to help me get through my nerves. Breathe, practice, and relax. We tend to talk ourselves into thinking that people are going to heckle us, or that we're going to say something dumb or stupid, or worse yet, we won't have an audience to talk to. Well, those things are not for us to think about. We have a message that has to be given, which begs the question, how do we begin to overcome those types of feelings? Well, first, let's remember that nothing is as awful or as bad as it seems, and that everyone forgets the terribleness of your speech, but you are your worst critic. Remember that people make mistakes in public speaking all the time. But as long as you have a strong and interesting message, people will overlook your mistakes. If you are looking for the perfect speech, there is no such thing as perfection, because it keeps you boxed in. Thank you.